Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire versus the Clock. It knows how to tick, doesn't it? In the last couple of episodes, we've had a couple of disruptive contestants in the seat. Hopefully, this next contestant isn't a disruption. Please welcome Vicky Striker from Thai.
Thanks, David.
So Vic, why are you here?
Well, we've got bills to pay, love. Since your show moved to that paint dry channel, it's been difficult making ends meet.
I see. Well, tell us a bit about yourself. Do you have a husband, children?
Yes, you know I do.
Well, I'm sure our viewers would like to know.
Well, you're my husband. And we have a son, Tom.
Yes, I believe he is what, 19?
Well, he's your son, David.
I must say, you don't look old enough to have a 19-year-old son.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, you do.
We do like a bit of light-hearted banter on this show. Now, a fun fact about Tom is he is the youngest ever phone a friend, helping out his dad when he was 6. Do you remember why?
Well, I believe you wanted to phone me, but I was already on the phone.
I've always wondered how you could be on the phone whilst I was on the phone to him.
Simple. You rang the landline, I was on my mobile.
Anyway, let's take a look how Tom got on as a phone a friend.
Hello?
Who's that speaking?
It's Tom.
Is Mummy in?
No, she's on the phone.
Right, I'll have to trust you, Tom. Either that or I could ask with the dogs, but... I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to talk to your dad, okay?
Right, Tom. Can you tell me, the 7 colours in a rainbow?
Okay. We learned this at school. There's red, and violet, and indigo.
Yeah, it must be pink then. Okay. Yes, it's pink. Oh yeah!
Good lad. And I believe he is down as one of your phone a friends today as well.
Yes, he is.
Anyway, are you ready to play, Who wants to be what's the word?
Millionaire?
100 gems.
Oh, thank you, but are you allowed to do that?
Why not? Get you past that first question. You only get 5 seconds to answer it, which I don't feel is anywhere near enough time, and it would be a shame for you to come all this way and leave with nothing.
Okay.
You should be able to get to the million now without any issues. You get 3 lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. You've already got 100 gems, and these are the remaining categories that you will be facing this afternoon. You are just 10 questions away from 1,000,000 gems. Ready, darling?
Yep.
Let's do it. We'll start with question 2 for 500 gems. I'm putting 15 seconds on the clock, and here it is. Complete the line in the nursery rhyme. Bar bar black sheep, have you any what? Benefits payments, drugs, explosives, or wool? Release the clock.
I think we both sang this to our son back in the day.
Not me. Wouldn't catch me singing.
I'll say wool for 500.
Bar bar Vicky, have you got the correct answer for 500 gems?
You'll have to stop with that.
We'll have to see. Next question is for 1,000 gems. Here it is. What are we having for tea tonight?
David, what is this question?
When I saw you were going to be in the hot seat, I thought I'd make sure you got this question added to your stack.
We're having that healthy shepherd's pie.
Well, if you're sure about that, let's take a look at the options. Healthy shepherd's pie, beetroot lasagna,
Hey, you like my beetroot lasagna.
no comment. Salad, or burgers and chips.
Burgers and...
Before I start the clock, I would just like to remind you that 3 of these answers are incorrect and will send you home with no money.
You're meant to be on a diet, you.
Let's start the clock.
Right, well I've still got some shepherd's pie in the fridge that needs eating.
Vicky, I really don't want you to leave here with no money.
Fine, I'll say D for 1,000.
Yes! I mean, that is the correct answer, well done. Vicky, you're proving to be one of our best contestants. You've got 1,000 gems now, which gives you the right to ask the expert.
Let me guess, it's you again.
No, it's not actually.
Oh?
Yes, your expert is this Amazon Echo. When you want to use it, just say Alexa, followed by your question, and it should tell you the answer.
Sorry, I don't know that.
She doesn't sound like a very good expert.
Hey, you'll be surprised. Alexa, what is the capital of Peru?
The capital of Peru is Lima.
Is that the capital of Peru?
Think so. Anyway, next question is for 2,000 gems. H2O no is the category. You are now up to 30 seconds on the clock. Following a kettle malfunction, philosopher Dave Nietzsche famously said, R.I.P. boiling water, followed by what remark? You will be mist, you will be steam, you will be fog, you will be condensation. Start the clock.
Right, I've heard of Nietzsche, but not Dave Nietzsche.
Any ideas?
Not sure, but I can rule some out. There's some that sound a bit too silly. I think I'll use 50-50.
Stop the clock. Okay, so I need to take away some wrong answers. What I'm going to do is remove the 3 wrong answers first. Then let's give you this one back. Any ideas?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, resume the clock.
I can't see it being condensation. I'll go with A.
Okay, we'll orange that for you. Congratulations, Vicky. You've just won 2,000 gems. So, Dave Nietzsche is Frederick Nietzsche's great-great-grandnephew.
Ah, okay. Sounds quite obscure for 2,000.
I suppose so. Tell you what, I'll reimburse your 50-50.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Going for 5,000 now. Sacre Bleu is the category. Still got all 4 lifelines remaining. Doing really well, love. What was the first name of the first Frenchman to be mauled to death by a lion? Louis, Pierre, Claude, or Henri? Start the clock.
Not sure again. Louis, Pierre, Claude, Henri. It's a bit tricky, David.
That's alright, take your time.
I'm leaning towards Pierre, but I'm not sure.
You might want to keep thinking.
Did they used to feed French people to the lions, or am I thinking of something else? I can't be sure, it's a tricky
6
one.
seconds, Vic, quick.
Let's
do phone a friend.
Good idea.
Let's see who you have standing by. We've got your husband David, son Tom, and friend Mel. Who would you like to ring?
I know she's not your cup of tea, David.
Please not Mel.
Yes, Mel.
Fine. Get her on the line.
Hello?
Hi Mel, it's David.
You alright, Davy boy?
For the last time, Mel, it's David. Alright? I have a real problem with you calling me that. When you do that, it makes me feel angry and upset.
Don't be such a crybaby.
What did you do that for?
She said some very upsetting and hurtful things towards me.
She literally just called you a crybaby. What am I going to do now?
You could ask Alexa.
Fine, I'll do that.
Okay, we're asking the experts.
Alexa, what was the first name of the first Frenchman to be mauled to death by a lion?
On average, men in France are 5 feet 9 inches tall.
What?
I think what she meant to say was the answer is Claude.
Ah, okay.
Vicky, you have 2 seconds left on the clock to lock in that answer. You're going to have to be quick though, alright?
Alright, I think I can manage.
Just say the letter and final answer, and that should be in time, alright?
Okay, what was the letter again?
C.
Okay, I'm ready.
Resume the clock.
C, final answer.
That is correct for 5,000 gems. Anyway, Vic, we were on that question for some time.
Yes, sorry about that.
Oh no, there's no need to apologise. What I mean is, can anyone really be bothered with the next 2 questions?
What do you mean?
I think we should jump ahead to question 8, worth 100,000 gems.
Are you allowed to do this?
I don't see why not. Anyway, you have 5,000 gems. The next question we're going to attempt is worth 100,000. Still got 2 of your lifelines left. The category is rubbish zoos. 45 seconds on the clock now, as questions are starting to get hard. Complete this retelling from zoologist Cows Go Moo. I went to Sundown Zoo once. They had no animals there except a small dog. It was a... what? Chihuahua, Shih Tzu, Bichon Frise, Poodle. Start the clock.
Sundown Zoo.
We've been there before.
We have. There was just the one animal there, wasn't there?
There was. Can you remember what it is?
Was it a Shih Tzu?
It was, yeah.
Alright, well, I think I'll go for that then.
B?
Yes, B. Final answer.
At Sundown Zoo, there are no animals except a small dog. It is a Shih Tzu. That's 100,000 gems.
Yes!
Hey, you can't go over there.
Hello again, David. Thought you'd seen the last of us. Right, I'm going to need to call security. We can deal with them, just like how Newcastle dealt with Sheffield United last weekend. We beat them so hard they've been relegated to the Championship, David. What do you 2 want? We don't feel like we were treated fairly in either of our games and wanted to protest that. Ridiculous. Well, David, I reckon we should ask the audience. You want to? Audience, on your keypads. This is the question. Were Fergus and Nemo treated unfairly as contestants on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire versus the Clock? What are you doing? Ear on your keypads is yes. There is no E on the keypads. Not ear, David. Ear. Not E, David, E.
David, I think he means A.
Yes, he probably does, Vic, but he needs to learn to be clearer. So, ear is yes, B is Fergus was, but not Nemo, C is Nemo was, but not Fergus, and D is no. On your keypads, everybody, can you all vote now? So, David, only 1% of people think that we've both been treated fairly. Yes, well, I thought I'd get my vote in too. The people have spoken, David. It's time to give us another chance. Nothing I can do, even if I wanted to. Besides, Vicky is still in the seat, and she's got an important question coming up for 250,000 gems. David, can you explain to me what on earth is going on? What do you... You can't just let your wife play in the hot seat and fast-track her to the big money questions. Last time I checked, I was the presenter, no? You can't just give away all our money to members of your family. Why not? David, I'm sorry. I've reached the end of my tether with you. What are you... I'm suspending you until further notice, effective immediately. What? You can't... You can either go quietly, or you can go with them.
David, are you...
It'll be fine, Vic. I'll go quietly. Vicky, if you can leave as well, please.
Does that mean my game is over?
Yes, you end your game on 100,000 gems. Now, Tom, what about us? Do we get another go? It's only fair. Well, based on the audience results, I think we can look into that. But we'll have to get another presenter to fill in for David whilst he carries out his suspension. It should take about a week to arrange. I can wait a week. Can you wait a week, Fergus? I think so. we're at Burnley tomorrow. I reckon we're going to batter them. Company's got no chance against our side. Right, well, Fergus and Nemo will get another chance in the hot seat in next week's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire versus the Clock.